you trying to say?
Is it difficult to date? Like,
well, you know, what's difficult is that people say, "Oh, you're so intimidating." Now, you've met me. Am I intimidating?
Not at all.
Room, am I intimidating? No, the answer. I'll go first. No, I'm not. But somebody said to me once, they said, well, Gayle, look at your shoes. And I looked at my shoes. What's wrong with my shoes? Look at your bag. Look at your coat. Look at your friends with Oprah. You know, a guy looks at that and goes, I can't compete with that. But my thing, it's not a matter of competing. I'm not looking for somebody to compete. You want somebody who has a sense of humor, who's very secure, who's not intimidated by whatever all of this is, that just sees you for you. You know, I went on a date and I was really excited. And I'm like, oh God. We had gone out maybe 2 months and then he said he really needed to talk to me. He wanted to have a private conversation. Okay, sure, what is it? Do you think you could lend me $4,000? And I'm like, oh God.
He jumped out with 4,000 out the gate, though?
I know. It's so
funny.
funny.
He didn't test the water?
You know what Oprah said? Oprah said, God, I would have felt better if he had said $40,000.
Just went in your purse. Here you go. Here you go. Get out of here.
I don't carry cash in. But
He just asked you to cash app him now.
Huh?
You just could have cashed apped him now.
I know, guys, but I was so crushed because here's somebody who was making, 6 figures, successful. And when I said, could I ask what it's for? He said, yeah, it was for a child support issue and to pay a payment on some furniture. And Oprah goes, oh God, this is just getting worse. And I said, okay.
Nug is everywhere. Y'all understand?
Hey, Nug said I need to get current on my Rent-A-Center, my errands bill. See that? Nug didn't know how to play. Right. And there you go. So there you go, brothers. We giving Nug some playbook here. If you land you a Gayle, don't be asking for small change. So they're like, why you need small change? Why you so hard up? You only need 4 racks. Like I said, ask for 50,000. Like, hey, let me borrow 50,000. I got to make a payment on my yacht. Well, I understand.
So she said that she thinks men think she's intimidated, but real talk, like Gayle, just her whole lifestyle. I don't think she should have got married. I don't think she should have got kids. I think she should have just stayed focused with her career. It seemed like she was trying to do both, and one of them she should have stayed. One lane she should have stayed in. The other lane she shouldn't have went in. And she's not attractive, but like maybe back in her heyday, she probably was good to have fun with. But
she's 70.
But it's like the lane she wants to get in, she got no business in. That's the problem. People don't know how to stay in their lanes, and she want to be in a relationship, and she want a husband, and she want. Nah, that's not your lane, Gayle. Is this camera on me? That's not your lane. Like,
and here's my question. I wanted to ask the ladies. We was talking about the whole pay to play thing. Right. I mean, is Gayle out of pocket? $4,000. Should she have gave that man that money? She's 70.
I wouldn't give him a penny. I wouldn't give him a penny. And then the thing is,
if you like, hold on, Crystal, set the content. If you like this guy, he's romantic, y'all companionship, all that good stuff.
No,
ain't some bum on the street.
No, she said 2 months.
Right.
She said this wasn't her husband.
That's long.
This was not her husband. This probably wasn't even her boyfriend. And then on top of that, it's like you're already got the target on your back with being rich, Gayle King. People can be dating you just for your money.
Yeah.
So
granted, understood. That's understood. That's called pay to play.
Well, that's the thing. Some women rather have a cat and die alone than pay to play because they don't want that. She wanted real love. She wanted Anita Baker. She didn't want just D. So if she wanted just D, she could have paid $200.
So let's play devil's advocate. Let's say real love is off the table at this point. Let's just say that.
I mean, and because of her status and her age, it could be. I'm not arguing that. But at the same time, I'm not paying for nothing. Right. I wouldn't pay for nothing.
Right. Should she not be taking that on in? Woman in her position, should she? We talk about this. Give up. Get out the market.
No, she can do whatever she wants to do. She can do whatever she wants to do, but she should
whatever she did.
Right. That's what I'm saying. She has to expect that.
Everybody has to have standards. You're making it seem like she shouldn't have standards when she's an older woman.
They
She
should
doesn't
be
want to
money
pay for.
alone.
She doesn't want to pay for the young man.
70.
She doesn't have to pay for the man. We don't know whether that man was older than her or younger than her. We don't know anything
Do
about
it matter? Do it matter?
Yes, it does. I mean, if you're the same age as Gayle King, you shouldn't be asking her for $4,000.
No, that's
It's
not
a different
true.
story. If he was 50 or 40, then I would look at him and say, "Oh, okay, well, he don't make as much as me," and blah blah blah. But if a dude that's 75, he shouldn't be asking her for $4,000.
But Gayle King,
Why not? She's the breadwinner. I'll let you get in here, Joker.
But we
She's the
didn't know whether he
breadwinner of the
had money or not.
relationship.
But we didn't know whether he had money or not. Didn't she say paying for
No,
a yacht or something?
listen, 10 times out of 10, if Gayle is meeting a guy at this point in her life, she is the breadwinner.
Yes.
Period.
Yeah, but we don't know. But you don't know that. He could be her age
Yeah,
and
I
have
do.
money.
I'm telling you, it's fine. Big facts.
but here's the thing: she
we
got
don't
no
know.
business. It's the lane she should be in, and she don't want to be in it. But her lifestyle and her career forced her into that lane, and she don't want to be in it. But it's like, Gayle, you Gayle King, you can't be talking to no dude for 2 months and think he ain't gonna ask for a rack. Like,
But then
you
they
can't-
have to have that established.
She
has to
go
establish.
and go home, go interview somebody, and go out, have a drink with some dude, do your thing, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, and go home. But she want to have a relationship.
But
And
that's
let's be
my
honest,
whole
Joker.
point.
Let's
They
be
have to have
honest.
an understanding. They have
Let's
to have
be
an
honest real quick.
understanding. An
Listen,
understanding.
real
I
quick,
understand that I'm
Lisa
paying.
Queen. This is Gayle King. She got she's 70 and all. Look at her. She still look youngish, but she still got to bring this man around Oprah and them. So he still got to be hitting on something. This man was hitting on something. And after Oprah said, well, why didn't he ask for 40,000, Joker? Oprah seen this man, he done passed everybody's test. So it was what it was.
I think that well, Gayle, first off, she should expect that the older you get, the harder it is to find a partner because most people are married. But also, too, the older you get, their partners could have possibly died. So I've seen my cousin got married. I know they were complaining in the comments about me using celebrities, but I do that because we all know them. Well, my cousin got remarried at 50 something years old, and she looked damn good. Married a man who was 50 to 60 years old too. They're still married. Some people get married early and the wife or husband dies and they get married again. It's harder for her because she's a celebrity. But I've seen people get married later on in life again.
Go ahead, Walt.
No, I was gonna say you said you know someone that got married at 50. Here's the thing: we're not
My
saying.
cousin.
We'll say that again.
My cousin, my older cousin.
Again, we're not saying these things can't happen. From what we observe on Single by Choices, is that these women that are 50, divorced, whatever, or widowed, they don't seem to want a man that really matches their position on the single person sexual marketplace. They always want something greater to their detriment. But if these sisters would come out here and find their actual match and not consider that match to be settling, then you can have more cases like that. But it's the software that's stopping it. They keep outpricing themselves. But we ain't saying it don't happen.
So I'm gonna let her land the rest of her plane.
And he said, this was Sunday, and he said, I promise I'll pay you back by Thursday. I promise I'll pay you Thursday, okay. But I wrote it because I thought it had to be very difficult for him to ask me. And so I wrote it, and I just figured that would be that. That would be that. And he did pay me back on Thursday, but I didn't feel the same. I didn't feel the same. I didn't feel the same. But he did, to his credit, pay me back on Thursday. But it just changed the relationship for me.
And you see, and that just changed this all for me. This man paid you back. Why you up here throwing this man under the bus?
Hey.
And it appears to be a good man, but for you 70. You gotta understand.
Nug Nug ain't paying you back. Yeah, I don't think that's Nug Nug. Nug Nug ain't paying nothing back. He done lost that on the crap game or he got held up and it's gone now. But he paid her back. That ain't Nug Nug. Some brother, he said, look, like she's 70 years old. He's like, I know what I'm providing for. Like Joker Nutty and they say, I know the energy. I know what I'm providing to this woman. Listen, sister, let me hold 4 racks. It's in your best interest if you want to keep this cool. But she said he paid him back like he promised. She wrote the check. She said, but even after he paid me back like he promised, he held his word. I looked at him different.
She wrote it. But look though, Crystal, she wrote the check. She gave the man the money. So just remember that. She gave him the money, okay, but then he gave it back to her, and that's a problem.
Because the thing that you're missing for her, only she can speak for herself, is that women want a man not that has money, but that is responsible with his money. We have seen a lot of men have a lot of money and it be gone overnight because they don't budget correctly, save correctly, invest correctly. He's got child support. He damn near, I guess y'all right. He would have to be younger than her, right? If he was still paying on child support. So maybe y'all own to something, right? But the point is, a woman like her wants a responsible man. And sometimes when a man is asking for money 2 months in,
you can't always get what you want.
And the fact is, you have to wonder, you have to figure out what that relationship is about. Did she go into that relationship thinking she was going to have a romantic partner, or did she go into that relationship paying to play?
No, she went in there. She went in there because she knew she was gonna get masculine energy.
Yeah, but the whole point is, if she expected to have a romantic partner,
she wrote that check because of his energy.
Yeah, but if she went into that relationship thinking she was gonna have a romantic partner, she should be upset.
No,
she should be upset.
She wanted that energy. That's why she wrote that check.
But we don't know. We don't know why she went into that relationship. If she got upset because that man asked her for money, then she was not doing pay for play. She was doing a romantic thing, which she should have got upset about. But if she knew she was going to have to pay all throughout the relationship, then she had no reason to be angry.
And that's what happened with Sherry Shepherd.
How much was the check? How much was it?
$4,000.
She wrote it and then gave it to him.
Right, but you got to
pay. Right. She knew what it was.
Wasn't paying for play.
No, that's why she cut him off.
Yeah,
the bigger question is, should she? I hear what y'all saying. Y'all missing the whole point.
If you know that in the beginning, not in the middle of a relationship.
Gayle need to look at herself in the mirror and say, I'm 70 years old. Any man that I meet, she know what her net worth is.
That's
she know
not
ain't
how
no
that
man.
works.
She know ain't no man worth more than her walking through the door. So she should already know she should have to pay to play.
Some women rather die alone or be by themselves.
Yes.
Than pay for.
She don't know. Well, she need to come to them terms.
There's no way she went into that relationship thinking that he was gonna ask her for $4,000 and she was gonna pay for a relationship, and she come out being hurt. She was hurt because he asked her.
Or she gonna go get her a toy. But she can't come out here in the market and try to play and don't think she ain't gonna pay. She got no business.
So why is it that she thinks she gotta pay? Why is it okay for her to think that she should be in the market paying, but men that are 40 want to date a 22-year-old and don't think they got to pay?
She wrote the check.
They don't. First of all, they don't.
What do you mean they don't? They do got to pay.
No, ain't no 40-year-old man. That's a lie. That was a flat out lie. So.
But hold on, real quick.
She didn't have to give the man the money. She could have replaced it the man. What's she giving the money for? Because she wanted that.
Because she didn't want it because she got rid of him, right? Sometimes you do things and then you think later like, I don't want to do this. But this is the problem when women do this. You can turn into a Sherry Shepherd, who's, I hate to say this, she comes off like a pick-me. Did y'all see the Cat Williams interview? That's what a pick-me is. You desperate for me, and because you never called me back. Girl, what is you talking about on this couch right now? Like, that's the problem. And then they argue for everything that you got. Sherry Shepherd is the reason why older women don't need to pay to play, and definitely don't play to pay and marry. And she was married to a man that looked like he was older than her.
Right. So some of these women don't belong in that lane. A lot of women ain't wives. These women go out here and try to get something that they ain't got no business even having. Gayle King should have just paid to play and went on by her business. She wanted a relationship.
Sherry Shepherd paid to play, and she
want a husband. She want a husband. Gayle King, she want a relationship. No.
But what's wrong with wanting that?
Pay to play and just go about your way. Pay to play. Be happy about that because she's not gonna get it. Come on. Gayle King is gonna get a husband or like a serious relationship at 70. Can Gayle get that? I'm asking the ladies.
I don't even think she's 70 when she's telling this story, first off, but
All right.
what she can get.
Of course, you can't say what they can't get. You can always get something. There's nobody says you can't get it.
If she get it, she gonna pay to play though. It's either you stay in the house or you come out. But you come out, you're gonna have to play this game called life. Right. Or if not, stay in the house. But if Gayle, she gonna go and date, she gonna spend some bread. She gonna pay.
No, not if she dates a man who's her age. Not if she
no, because he could get a younger woman. He don't want
her. That don't necessarily mean he's going to a younger woman.
He don't want her whole live reality is saying he don't want her. So
but this is my thing.
We saying the facts of the matter is this.
Well, the facts are that we had normal men like Q who've come up here and said they will not date a woman younger than them like that. So we see. I know
Q ain't 70. Q ain't 70.
We ain't talking about no age.
Q ain't 70.
We had Mr. Wilson up here. Mr. Wilson said differently. He said he
was going to pay the play.
No, these guys that are over 65, 70, they are not talking about dating 70-year-old women.
He said he was going to pay to play. Mr. Wilson said
no, but regardless, the point is, because you try to bring Q into it, Q ain't 70. Nowhere near.
But he said, but I'm saying it's older, it's men of a particular age that don't want a younger person.
Gayle was in a particular situation by herself. Y'all understand?
So are you saying that older women have to pay to play?
No, we saying Gayle King is gonna pay to play in the chats.
Well, if they want a younger man, absolutely. I would say
if they want a man that's older than them or they want a man that's same age. I'm saying as a woman who is 55, I have plenty of options of who I want to be. Because I get in my DM all the time. I get 5 DM. I had a dude the other day, 2 days ago, said, "Heathen Queen, do you have a man? I'm a provider." That's what he said to me.
Hey, now.
Okay, stop, please. Stop. Here you go. I love it. There you go. There you go. Let's please. I love it. I'm here for it. I love it. So this guy said, "Heathen Queen, I'm a provider." And what was your response, Heathen Queen?
I told him I lived in a foreign country and I couldn't do that.
Why you lied to that? Was he in a foreign country?
I don't know, but I'm ignorant like that. So
I'm gonna pay to play. Gayle is gonna pay to play. She come outside and she thinks she's gonna play in the market. Gayle King.
I was trying to get him up off me. You know what I'm saying? Just get him up off.
Well, look, time out. Why are you trying to get a provider, man? Then he say, "Heathen Queen, or are you married?" That's a responsible man. He checking. He said, "If not, I'm a provider male."
You gotta be ready. You gotta be ready for that type thing. I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready for that email, that super chat. Super chat, boom, on one of my videos. I'm reading the video and he's like, "Heathen Queen, do you have a man? I'm a provider." I was like, "Oh, what? What?
What you mean? Say no, I'm not
you scared. You're moving in scarcity. You scared.
Yeah, right. Yeah, pretty much.
So I'm just saying to say there are options out there that a woman can take and she doesn't have to pay for those kind of things.
I'll say this.
Hold on.
I want to answer one of your questions. You said, what should a 70-year-old woman do if she want to date? Should no woman over the age of 65 be out here dating? I'm sorry. Yeah. Like, you just shouldn't. And it's just that simple. We're going to leave it at that. That's my public service announcement. So you ask, what should they do? They should be at the church. They should be baking bread, pies, playing with the grandkids.
She can find her a man at church.
She can find her a man at church.
Grandma needs
to
go
to church. They come every time. We say that on our single by choice. We say, hey, they say, "Why don't you find a man at church?" They say they don't want them. They don't want them. Y'all don't want the men that y'all match. Y'all consider settling. That's why y'all say I'm single by choice. Because some provider jumped in my inbox and I freaked out and said, "Oh, I'm dead."
When you get a certain age, you got to just hang it up.
I was like, I live in Denmark. I said something crazy like that.
Get what you can get.
So here we go. I'm going to let this video keep going.
It changed the relationship for me. So in answer to your question, is it difficult to date? Yes, I think so. Because I really am attracted to men of color. I just am. I love how a black man says mother baby. Nobody says it like y'all.
Like
And I know you'll beep it out. I know you'll beep it out.
I don't really say it well, huh?
You know, he doesn't cuss good at all, Gayle. Every time he cusses, I'll be like, you making us look better.
No, it's just the way that it's said. I don't even know how to explain it to you.
Like how
It's
do they say it?
I can't do it.
That's my motherfucking baby.
No. When they call you baby, like hey baby.
Hey baby.
Yeah, I love how they say hey baby.
What's your hey baby?
It's two separate things.
Ooh,
It's
he
not
coming for her. He
it's
want
two
it.
separate things. I love how they say hey baby, how you doing?
Ah.
It's different. It is different. And then how they just say mother. It could be a term of endearment. It could be a term of endearment, or it could be I'm really pissed. But there's something about a black man says it. I'm attracted to that. They got to have something else too, though.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
No, you don't want somebody with a potty mouth, Channing. It's not that. It's not that. But sometimes a well delivered curse word is very intelligent to me. There's just something about the way they say it. I don't know. But what really is most attractive to me is a sense of humor. Kindness, you always get me with kindness. I like to see how they interact with other people. Somebody you can take to the White House and the backyard barbecue who fits in with both and is comfortable in their own skin. Intelligence really matters to me. Proper grammar really matters to me. And somebody that can make you laugh. I got set up on another date. You'll like this. The guy said, oh man, I'm a really good cook. You know, I want to cook dinner for you. I make a mean shrimp scampi. And I said, oh, you mean shrimp scampi? No, girl, I mean shrimp scampi. And I called my friend and said, are you mad at me about something? He can't even say shrimp scampi. So that was it. That didn't
The
go anywhere.
scampi might have been running into the shrimp.
Yeah.
And it just made one word. It was shrimp.
Yeah, shrimp scampi.
That is crazy.
But what were you going to say?
So it's nug after nug.
Yeah.
Mr. Walker, are we what we attract or what? What's going on?
Damn.
That's she and her. That's her lane. That's her lane. Brothers out here.
So why is she getting nug-nugs?
Yeah, and
Why
she's
is she getting
70.
nug-nugs?
She's 70.
Yeah,
It
that's
is
kinda
what it
weird.
is.
At
Yeah,
70,
She's
why is
70
she
with
running into
resources.
nug-nugs?
Hold on, she's 70. She got resources. She ain't blowed out. What do you mean?
But why is she running into nug-nugs at that level?
Because she's a gold mine. What do you mean?
There shouldn't be nug-nugs at her level.
Well,
Why shouldn't
That's
it
what I'm
be?
trying to say.
Nug-nugs don't mean nug. Real quick, that ain't your economics. Like we just sat here and said, Future it was a nug. So it's not necessarily you could be a millionaire. It's how you operate your software, how you think, how you go about moving, and your life decisions.
Okay.
The high value men aren't checking for her no more. So the nugs is banging at the door now. Like she's a high value man, she's not finna all that. She talking about taking somebody to the White House and all that. Them dudes ain't messing with her. They don't want to be with her in that White House. You can take
So you saying that her only choices is nug-nugs?
Listen here.
Nobody else checking for her.
In the alternate universe, and I'm a lonely single man, and I'm messing with Gayle buying me a freaking Austin Martin.
Right.
What you talking about?
She didn't pass all the high value men up. She's done. She can't get them men no more. So that's why
her best friend is Oprah. Y'all know the kind of parties they going to. So she can't bring this man around that ain't of a certain stature, and that man ain't coming. So she just single. It's over.
Right.
Come on, we got Gayle and Oprah. They can't wait to sit there and poke fun and berate and emasculate a man they think less than. Let you go and they come be talking about scrimp. Gayle and Oprah gonna laugh and talk so bad to you. And here's the thing too. Let Gayle go ahead and bring a desirable brother in. Shoot, Oprah gonna be like, you gotta share him, Gayle.
I think the net of it, Gayle absolutely has to pay to play. Y'all got to agree to that.
Yes.
Or she, I mean, what, Crystal?
And that's the thing, though. You see how she was trying to sound hip around them young dudes? Like, because she know, like, that's her cool kind of. Them the type dudes she got to deal with. So she trying to sound hip to try to seem, like, she don't even sound right. How she talking? Like, how she was trying to talk. It's like, no, Gayle, that ain't you. She tried, but that's not you, Gayle. She was trying to sound hip and hop to the random young dudes. Like, come on, Gayle.
I'm not arguing that she's waited a very long time to push this off. I'm not arguing that. And I'm not arguing that it's going to be very difficult. It's going to be very difficult for her to find a partner. I'm not arguing that. What I'm saying is that she does not have to pay to play. She can decide.
Why not though? Why not?
Because she can decide, like I said earlier, to not deal with anybody. That's what she can do.
What if she does though? That's you. That you add your caveat. She absolutely does want a man. So now what?
So she needs to be realistic and understand that most of them, she has a target on her back. She's just like a doctor or a lawyer that's a woman. Like, you got a target on your back whether you like it or not. So she's just in a rough situation to where it's probably not going to come. And the only way that I see it coming is if Jesus himself, comes and puts her in the right place with what's his name, Reverend Al Sharpton or some shit like
companionship. That. You don't advocate for companionship at all.
No, I do. I advocate for companionship, but not if it's going to be to the detriment of that person.
No, stop. Not to the person, to the woman.
To the person.
Because if that man had resources, he would be expected to pay to play. Only a woman is not.
The thing is, be specific. No, I always stand on my same thing. You can rewind me. I always say a man should mostly stay in his masculine, and a woman should mostly stay in her feminine. So yeah, you're right to a certain degree. I would never.
So should women not earn money then?
They should earn money, but it is. What did she say? She gave him the $4,000. The truth is right there, and he paid it back, and it turned her off because naturally, most women in majority are going to be turned off from a man who cannot provide, be responsible, and what seems to be protect. That's most women. So if that's the case, you have some older women, especially over 60, who feel like, forget that. Either, like Gavin said, I'm going to pay to play a younger guy so he can go home, get the hell out of my house, or either I'm going to be single. I'm going to be single until God, Jesus himself, comes and put this person in my life, because nobody wants to be a Sherry Shepherd. All respect to her. She actually seems really cool, but just silly. Like, you can't let somebody come in there as a woman and just completely flip the roles of masculinity and femininity. Most times it never works.
I'm saying it's not a matter of, it's a matter of whether you want to pay for play. Most women don't want to pay to play. So therefore, you'd rather be alone and not even deal with it and just let it pass by, however we want to pass by. See, we're not saying that we don't want it. What we're saying is we're not going out and chase. Men are the ones who have to chase. Men have to chase women. And then we are only as good. We're only as good as the options that come towards us, because women mostly don't chase men. Men mostly chase women. Her pool of men are 70 to 80. That would be her pool. That would, if you're looking for men like younger, you
gotta go to the damn cemetery to find them. But you gotta head up to the local cemetery to get them guys.
Well, you never know. She may run into, she may run into the
It's over for Gayle.
So I'm saying, she says, okay, I'm not gonna find the man that I want, who's where I want him to be in life. So therefore, I'm just going to do what I need to do, and then I'm not even going to pay attention to men. So there's a lot of women who pay for play. Like I said, Kris Jenner pays for play. She's 70, and that young dude she got her little nung, and she know what time it is. He know what time it is. Okay, you never know. But some women are not going to pay to play. Like Gayle doesn't want to pay to play. Period.
But should she?
No.
No. I would never suggest the older woman.
But all the other women should. What about the other women you was naming?
No, I'm not saying no women should.
No woman should pay to play. No woman should pay to play unless she chooses to. Unless she chooses to, I can't tell her what to do.
Has to. Like she don't have to.
If she has to. No, if she has to, if she is not attracting a man, she's old and wrinkly or whatever is going on. No offense to my older sisters, and she wants that young buck, then she got to pay for what she want to pay, unless she found a dude who has a fetish for something like that. But for the most part, that's a choice. But most women are not going to pay to play. Most women will just not have sex, go to an old ex who things still working, or get a rose. The women don't want to pay to play. They don't. Most women don't.
You don't think they in 2024? You don't think they should?
No, I don't think a woman should ever pay to play.
Okay.
That's not my advice I would ever give a woman. Don't pay to play. If you can't get it, do something else.
But I mean, Chris, he created y'all for us. I mean, it's.
I'm never. I put this on record right now. I will never, ever pay to play. I don't care if I'm 70. I'm gonna be like Angela Bassett.
Right.
I'm not paying.
It's you though, Crystal. Everybody ain't the same, Crystal.
Right. I know.
It's not a big thing. It's not a big thing that's not a big thing for women to pay to play. Some women do it because they have money. If you have money, you may pay to play. But poor women are not out here, and there's more poor women than there is rich women.
Well, the fact of the matter is, more poor women are paying to play than rich women. Rich women tend to play. Poor women, absolutely. Yes, they absolutely. Let me explain. They got the Section 8 house. They move Nug in. They got the food stamps that Nug. They feed his belly. Nug drive her car while she at work. She is absolutely paying to play.
But that's not pay to play.
Like
yes, it is.
No, it's not. That's an option. She can get other options. Pay to
play. Every man come in,
options.
It's gonna be the same thing, same situation.
No, women who are young that are 30 who are helping Nug, and she's got a Section 8 house is not pay to play. That's a romantic entanglement. That's something she has a romantic thing going on.
No, you missing the point. If this man living in there, he ain't paying no bills. She filling up the refrigerator. She putting gas in the car. She pay for everything.
Yeah,
she's paying to play.
If that was the case, then why do they always leave?
That's real.
Why do they always leave? That's not okay.
Why do who leave? Why do who leave?
Listen to me. Just like how y'all said, oh, women can't tell us what we do. Well, men can't tell us what our intentions are. Most women I know, in majority, who do that silly, I'm gonna hold him down and knowing all of that. Most times they are in hopes that he will quit the street life and let go of the nug behavior and go and get a trade and get a real job. Right. That's what she's thinking. And then eventually he like, look, I can't let go of the streets. And then either she stays, he gets locked up, he dies, or she just decides to be with somebody else. Right. Unless she's just a hood street girl who dates drug dealers. So they're not paying to play. They are in hopes that he's going to change and do something better with his life 90% of the time.
Now, explain pay to play to them. Explain the difference.
Pay to play means that I know what I'm walking into. I don't expect him to get a better job. I don't expect him to do better. I don't care if he does or not. Just lay the pipe and come over when I need you, go on a date, be my arm candy, and so I can cackle to my girls on my cruise and go home. That's pay to play.
Right.
If not,
that's your whole gigolo. That's a gigolo. Y'all need to stop. Y'all can't make
that's what a gigolo. That's what pay to play means.
No, y'all can't make your own definitions up to these.
But that's what a pay to play means.
No, pay to play is y'all are a couple. Y'all live together. There is no.
That's not a pay to play.
And she paying. She paying all the bills.
Yeah, either way. Either like you said, Mr. Walker. Either way. Go ahead.
Either way, it's not pay to play.
Whether y'all live together or not, even if y'all ain't a couple, y'all don't have to be a couple. I'll take. Yeah, she's paying to play either way.
Yeah.